Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at a game called Jiangnam. This is called Life of Gentry. This is all about the 1500s in the medieval times of China. And what we're looking to do is ultimately get the most victory points in this European or Euro style board game. This is a how to set up player review. However, it takes a very long time to set up in my opinion. And for that reason, I'm starting off with the actual end of game state of the game. Played last as a 2. And I'll tell you that if you want to have a bit more information about the setup, I'll do that a bit later on. But over 99% of all the videos are actually me fully setting up the game, me opening the box and going from there. So on this occasion, I've had to zoom out significantly. So for a different camera angle, I'm using a slightly different setup with the microphone as well. And let me talk about what you can do. It is a 6-round game. You will be playing out 3 of your people over here. And what they're going to be doing is triggering an action depending on where they can go. They can go over here. They can go over to the society location, the tea room, the tavern, the parlour, the temple fair, and finally you can travel. So actually that's a different kind of order, but we have society and tea room. We've then got taverns over here for some reason according to the player aid. The parlour is here, and then we've got the temple fair and the travel location in the middle. Now I mentioned about setup briefly. This is on the A side of the board, A1, A2, A3. You can flip these over, you can have them in any order you like. And then off to the right hand side here, you've got an upkeep board as well, which for some reason doesn't quite line up. I'm not sure why that is. And you have this boat down the bottom here, this river, which we're going to score each round, and we'll talk to you how that works in a second as well. So starting off with everyone says to be the first player, you are looking to get various things. We're looking to get out novels, we're looking to get out dramas, and we're looking to get out some paintings. You do that by getting ideas for novels, ideas for dramas, and ideas for paintings, represented by these tokens here, these circular tokens. Get enough of them and you can complete these objectives. In this case, you can have to chuck in 3 ideas, 3 yellow, obviously ideas, 3 novel ideas, and then you can get some bonuses. So with yellow, you get an ongoing bonus and some end game points as well. Those end game points, they are given to you as you go throughout the game, whereas the red ones are points at the end and a bit of income. And lastly, you have the blue ones, which are no income, but you'll get some money straight away, like 4 in this case, and you can also get yourself 5 points as well. So that's how that's going to work. So these are the various types of tiles that you can be getting. You've also got these assistants down here too, which you can get here from the parlour. These are not geishas, they're called assistants. These are on the B side, but you can play on the A side. But you lift this up and you place the next one down so you can't see what's coming along. So I've chosen to play as purple, or lavender, that's my last name, and everybody's going to start off with 3 money each, and you're also going to take an idea of each colour as well, which you're going to go obviously if it's in the painting, in the drama, and in the novel section. What you're going to be doing is going out. So to decide how you're going to be going out, you're going to have a bag each. They look like this. So you're going to have a bag full of 12 tiles. You're going to have these brown tiles in here, give them a rummage and place them out. You're placing the 4 out on here, starting in the rightmost spot. And you can always look these up if you need to, but they're quite self-explanatory. Like the game War of the Ring, check out my video for that. These are action tiles, and that is exactly what they are. You are going to be picking one of these and going to that space. But of course, you can only go there if you've got them. So you can go to, one too many here, you can go to, again, the travel location, the tavern, the parlour, and over to the society as well. So how are you going to do that? You're going to lift up one of these tiles and place it here. In this case, you're going to send your chap here to the tavern. Then what you're going to do is discard this to here and discard this tile, the rightmost tile. So if you chuck this one up here, the rightmost tile will be this one, it goes out. You'll gain the reward at the bottom. And if you're playing as a 2, you're chucking out vassals. So in this case, I'm playing with grey, my opponent played with green as their vassal. They simply represent like an extra kind of colour, NPC kind of thing, but you're going to gain the bottom benefit, and they're going to take up a spot, the rightmost spot of the location where they're going to board. So that's how that's going to work. You're going to do this 3 times. Again, once you've placed out this and this gets discarded, you'll never see these tiles that come out again, but these ones will come back. It's a bit of a bag pool building game. These will go across, they'll be refilled. And now again, you've got choices between where you're going to go next. So why and where do you want to go to certain locations? Well, let's talk over with the left-hand side. We have the society. What you can do here is pay a coin and refresh the portfolios. That's these things over here, what you wish to choose. You can then also, if again, you don't have to do that, then either acquire 2 of those portfolios, and they're going to go on your left-hand side of your board, or 1, add an idea, so that's that circular one of your choice, or 2 ideas. So a good first move might be to take a portfolio and then work towards it. it. So grab yourself, let's say, a yellow, and grab yourself a yellow idea token, because at the end of the round, if you have not actually fulfilled any of these, you're spending some of your spirit level. So this is spirit as in, you having a spirit, like Spirit and Holy Ghost, nothing to do with basically, construction and movement and stuff like that. So everybody starts off with 4 at the minute, but basically if you reach 0, you will skip your final and third placement, your third action resolution at the end of each round. So if you can't do that round, you will skip an action, which my opponent did, and they still happen to win. So what can you do over here? We've talked about the portfolio. Moving across, we now have the tea house. These allow you to complete your contracts. So you've got your portfolio. If you've now got 3 ideas, you can go to that spot and you can then pay in your ideas to, of course, move it from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, gaining the benefits. In this case, you'd gain yourself, you can spend an idea token if you have a spare one to get yourself 2 points at the end of the straight away, and also you're going to get yourself 2 silver. So that's how that's going to work. If for some reason you didn't wish to complete or you couldn't, you can take 3 ideas instead. That's all that represents over there. Next up, instead of that as well, you can also, if you happen to have a person up here, so when you complete a contract, let's say a yellow one, you bring up a new yellow tile, it goes over here, it pushes across, you're going to place your colour servant on there too. And then if you, on a future turn, you go to tea house, you'll get 1 coin, that's 1 silver, for each of your characters up there. So in this case, I'm only going to get myself 1, but that would have been pushed off. So that's what you could be doing. Again, you do it before you then place out a painting or whatever the portfolio is. So I definitely would get myself 1 coin. Just whilst we're here, let's talk about Tavern, because it's very, very similar. But instead of gaining a coin, you are gaining victory points. So you are able to build out a painting, or portfolio, sorry, just as I said before, and also get 3 ideas instead of that. So either painting or getting ideas, and then you're going to push your stuff along. But before you do that, you can spend a silver to move up your well-being, your spirit level, and you can get, I've got to be getting myself 2 victory points. That's the victory point symbol. So taverns and teapots, we talked about society, 3 left to go. So over here, we have now got ourselves the temple fair. What you're looking to do is chuck out your token, and you can then pay it to move it around. So 1 space costs you nothing. If I moved it here, I'd get myself 1 point. To move it 2 spaces, it'll cost me 1 coin. And again, getting the benefits that I do, move it 3 spaces, which none of us did last time, then you're going to cost yourself 2, but you'll gain whatever things you land in, and you'll get whatever you land on too. So for example, you get yourself 3 well-being or 3 spirit level. That's how that one works. Again, wherever you go, you're placing out your person here, and we'll talk about why that's important in a moment. But 2 more places to go. We've got travel. So over here, you can place out coming out from the lead city. And again, it has to be connected to it. So as soon as you go over here, the next place you could go to is down here. But there's a cost. So paying, for example, 2 money, that's 2 silver. You'll get yourself ability as well, such as getting yourself a blue idea. So that's a painting idea, another painting idea, etc. That's how that works. And then lastly, let's talk over here about the parlor. So how this is going to work is you're paying a money, you move up to well-being or spirit level, and you can place 1 of your servants on here. Once you have 2 on one of those locations, you're taking that tile and it's going to go down here. You're getting a bonus, so you can get bonuses up here, and ongoing effects at the end of each round, whereby you can get yourself additional, in this case, yellow ideas. However, if you have got these assistants, they cost a bit of effort, so your spirit goes down for each one. So I had more than my opponent, and that cost me a bit. So also to be talking about other things is they have forests. So basically traveling into the forest, and that can be important because now we're going to talk about end game scoring. So if you happen to be in one of these locations and you've got the most people in it, then you can gain the benefit. So in this case, we might have had, let's say, this in here. These are going to go at random initially. If I happen to have the most, then if I've got lots of people down here, that's the people symbol, the parlor symbol, I want to chuck this over here because that's going to help with scoring. Now early on, you want to basically try and get that if you can, because that means for every round you're scoring something. So in the first round, you don't really score anything. The second round, it's 2 points for however many blue ideas you've got, and then how many people go in the forest, etc. And then we go to round 3 and then 4. In round 4, again 3 points for this. And then in round 6, this. So again, the earlier stuff doesn't multiply. So I lost out by 56 points in terms of compared to my opponent getting stuff in forest. I got 90 points, I got 36 points in forest, which is quite a big amount of points going on there. The points do snowball, and that can sound good, but equally it feels as if it does amplify and magnify the magnitude of any mistakes that you feel you may have made. So once you move these boats across, again, those get resolved, all your people come off and a new one goes up along here. On the left hand side, you will have these tokens as well. So early on, you can have a choice if you happen to win the tie, but later on, it's whoever's got the most. In this case, if I've got more than my opponent, I'll get 4 points for every gold coin here. Gold coins are basically 5 silvers, so that's how that works. Also, each round was very nice and innovative in terms of bag building. These are going to come out in rounds 1 and 2, in rounds 3 and 4. They're different ones as well. Just to show they look slightly differently. So these are round 2 ones, that's a round 1. Then what's going to happen is you are going to be taking them. So if you're on the leftmost space, then you're going to take first. If you happen to do the next leftmost one, you'll be taking a second one, and then it might be orange, or in this case purple, and then back to me again. So there's only 6 available in a 2-player game, but again, with more players, more to take. And again, at the end of the second round, all these are going to disappear back into your bag, give them a shuffle up, and you're going to go with them again until the final round, round 6. There's literally the last 2 tiles to play, and that's it. That's a very nice, cool, finesse ending to it. Beautiful looking board, 105 centimeters long. It is a huge board to play on, and as you can see, somebody had to sit obviously upside down to watch this. And again, I liked it. It is heavy. I think it is heavy, like a nucleum style heavy. Heavier than I think other people have been rating it, just because you're thinking where to go and being aware of the fact that if you take first place, there's that to consider. Places such as points you can hit and catch up on you here. The fact that these can be good, but they're costly. There's loads of stuff going on here. Like I said, the size of it, I've had to really zoom out. Hopefully there's not much too wobble going on. Any comments, let me know at the best in YouTube. Hopefully this wasn't too fast for you, but always please do rewatch or slow down the video as well. Obviously like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Photos over on Instagram, boardgamegeek, and on Facebook to join the discussion there too, and also on the podcast. Player aids are helpful. Obviously a bit of iconography going on, but it does kind of work. I quite like the theme, it kind of works okay. You can also check out my mini rails video as well, which has been well received. That's also by Myodas as well. The designer on the front cover and on the rear of the cover, or the rear cover and the rule book, is out by 1 character, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but no, it makes sense. You know, it's an action selection worker placement game. It comes together nicely, takes some time to play. You also have some extra scoring as well, so we've talked about the top bit. For every set of 3, so if you've got a yellow, so basically a novel, a drama, and a painting, and you get 4 points for each set. We had 2 of those each. 3 points for each assistant, so I've got 9 points here. Points over here, this is where, you know, I lost out, I think, and any left over ideas is worth a point for 3. So again, if you have 6 ideas, you're going to get yourself 2 points. That's the game. Nice pieces. This is very nice as well. If you look at the kind of etching, so can you see there's a little bit of detail going on there too. It's very nice. Check out my various playlists. It's going to how to set up play and review playlist, the AmassGames playlist, etc., and the UKG playlist. So any questions, do let me know. But for now, back to the table.